Welcome to a special Tuesday night broadcast here on the Varsity Sports Network. We are live at Ocoee High School for a district championship showdown between the Apopka Blue Darters, decked out in white jerseys and blue pants, against the home team Ocoee Knights. Apopka won the coin toss, deferred. Ocoee chose to receive this first half kickoff. I'm joined in the booth tonight by my sidekick all season, Coach Kyle Hayes. You love defense. You've been bragging all year. Your defensive coordinator's in your DNA. We have two of the best defenses in Central Florida. We're going to get to see Apopka run theirs out. And the way I like to describe that Blue Darter defense is where offensive dreams go to die. They are that good on defense. Their front seven is special. Coach Rolson elects to put that unit out on the field first. The kick is received, fumbled at the 11-yard line, picked up. Excellent tackle, as customary by the Blue Darters. On the tackle was 27, Malik Nicholson, backup reserve linebacker. We will see the Ocoee offense come out on the field first, led by senior quarterback Jalen Joyner. And if you have not seen the Knights play this season, all eyes should be watching number 3 in black, Charles Pierre Jr. The senior comes in with 951 yards on the ground through the first 8 games, wants to not only eclipse 1,000 tonight, but go well over 1,000. He accounts for over 50% of the team's offense this season in 2021. Off tackle right on the first play, pickup of 1 yard at most, setting up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, the Apopka Blue Darters, man. Well, first of all, I want to say greetings to everyone, man. Glad to be here. But, yeah, man, the Apopka Blue Darters have shown already right on that first play that they are a swarming defense, and they can definitely make it happen. We're going to see a lot of number 3 tonight, definitely.
Quick pass out to the right side, trying to get a playmaker. The ball in space immediately. 3 defenders in white tackle it for no gain, setting up a 3rd and 9. Joyner comes in this season 26 for 56 in the air passing, 46% completion rate, averaging 10.5 yards per reception, 5 touchdowns to go with 4 interceptions. If you're going to beat Apopka, and everybody in Central Florida knows this, you have to make plays down the field against this quarters coverage that the Darters employ.
Right there, quarterback held on to it just too long. He didn't see it. He didn't feel the pressure. That's what a quarterback's clock has to understand. Time to hit the eject button and get out of there. He had an escape lane to the bottom of your screen where he picked up some real good yardage.
Patient in the pocket. We've seen Joyner all season. Coverage sack that time. A blanket over all receivers down the field allowed Troy Lee, the senior defensive tackle, to pick up his 3rd sack on the season. Not the way you would have wanted scripted the first series for Coach Shepard, punting from your inline. Fair catch signal goes up. Ball received just inside Blue Darter territory. The Darters will take this first offensive possession starting at their own 48-yard line, far hash.
That was actually an excellent punt. I mean, he was really 1 yard from the back of the end zone, took his steps, and he's kicked that ball. Technically kicked it about 53 yards, but remember, he was in the end zone. So almost about a 60-yard punt, man. Excellent way to kind of flip the field and give the Knights a chance to play some defense and not on necessarily a short field.
Senior Andrew McLean brings the Blue Darter offense out for this first possession. Back in H-back check, quick pitch off to the right side. We've already featured how stingy the Blue Darters are on defense. Defensive coordinator Buck Gurley. That name sound familiar?
Yeah, been around. Like I said, I've had the opportunity to play these Blue Darters quite often,
well,
man.
Buck Gurley is the defensive coordinator for the Ocoee Knights, Florida Gator fame as an interior defensive lineman. He features an aggressive ball-hawking defense himself. 46 quarterback hurries, 32.5 sacks, 11 interceptions, and 8 fumbles. There are playmakers across the board for the Knights on defense. They will look to get after Apopka in the same fashion the Blue Darters do. Keandre Jones off the right side for a short gain, crosses into Ocoee territory, setting up a 3rd and 5 with 9:20 and counting here in the first quarter.
You know, the Knights bring a lot to the table when it comes defensively. I have to say that, Billy, man. I mean, they swarm to the ball just as well. I mean, they're led by one of the top defensive linemen here in Jaden Phillips, who's a Tennessee commit. Big-time player, man, and he gives offensive linemen, especially those centers, if they move him over the nose, a lot of problems, man.
You can't miss Phillips. He has the gold shoes on. He will go to the strength of the darters. That's him in pursuit of McClain. Nearly picks up the sack. Add another quarterback hurry for 47 on the season early in this 9th game in 2021, setting up a 4th and 5. Coach Rosen doesn't hesitate. He brings his kicker, Andrew Kennedy, the senior, out on the field.
Yeah, man, it'd be interesting. You know, the Knights started off really with their backs against the wall with the muffed the muffed kickoff return. He dropped it and they recovered it. And again, that Blue Darter defense swarmed to it. And now they get a chance to maybe get a good return out of this. They got 2 guys deep, so in case that ball is kicked to the left or right, you have an opportunity to get a good return set on this deal. So it'll be great to see how they start this drive off.
We were here several weeks ago with the Varsity Sports Network for a special makeup game against the West Orange Warriors. And just like that game, this game looks to set up as a defensive battle all night long. With 8:38 remaining here in the first half, or in the first quarter, there's no score right now between the Knights and the Blue Darters. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break at this time.
Hey guys, it's Coach Fran with D1 Training Dr. Phillips. I just wanted to let all you football players know that football is a very high energy game, fast paced. You not only need to be strong, but you also need to be powerful and agile. Here at D1 Training Dr. Phillips, we got everything you need, from bands to chains to sleds, to get you as strong and as powerful as possible. I see you athletes working. Let's keep getting after it. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Moss Nissan is simply the best around when it comes to selling or trading your vehicle. Right from the comfort of your home, office, or even your cell phone, you can get top dollar for your vehicle in seconds. Just visit us online, enter your current vehicle's license plate number, VIN number, or year, make, and model, and receive top dollar in seconds. We'll even come to you with a check in hand. It's that simple. Turn your car into a pile of cash today. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes.
There's not a lot of places you can go where exactly what they put on their signs is exactly what you get in your food. So many people think that the way I eat and the way I train and a lot of things I do in life are because of sports. I want to be as healthy 50 years from now because every day that God gives me, I want to make the most of that. Clean juice, healthy, fast, organic food.
The best part of my job is helping people realize not only their dreams, but also their potential. My name is Dan LaForest, and I am a wealth advisor with Security Financial Management. No matter how good you may be at a skill, it's always important to have a coach to help you refine those skills and game plan for the next challenge. Helping clients realize the process will give them the confidence of knowing that we have taken the appropriate steps to protect themselves and their families.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Varsity Sports Network's. Get out here now. Beautiful. Jabari has a little sleeve, and he's gone.
Football really gives these head coaches.
Welcome to Sports of Episode 2, Alex Renee.
This is the high school scoreboard show right here on Varsity Sports Network.
Pierre off the right side on a stretch play, out close to midfield, run out of bounds.
Yeah, these refs are getting this game going. I know we had a commercial break and they came back quick. These refs are setting the ball.
School night. We got a lot of people here in the stands, and both principals want their kids back, get a good night's rest to get them back in the classroom tomorrow. They were not playing around that time.
Yeah,
the clock operator didn't even start the clock. I don't believe it happened so fast. Two receivers here to the Apopka sideline. Same play again. Pierre Jr. sticks it up inside for a short gain of 2 with 8:20 on the clock in the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, we did this game a few weeks ago. We talked about Jaden Phillips being a force on defense, but he's actually leading up in that H-back, fullback role. And I said before, follow the gold cleats, right? It'll take you to the ball. Wherever those gold cleats are is where the ball is going. Trust me, that would be an indicator on defense for the Apopka Blue Darters.
Fake play action this time, going post route down the middle of the field to Alston Ware. Ware averaging 18 yards of reception on the season. Ball overthrown. Excellent coverage by the Blue Darters, riding the back shoulder. Just what you want to do as a corner. Cannot see his number at this moment, but it's the corner here on the Blue Darters sideline. Jordan Wright, the junior corner with outstanding coverage, sets up a 3rd and 8. Apopka into the neutral zone, was not called. Coach Rolston dialing up a blitz with Andre Phillips, the Sam linebacker. He's now out of it. Comes out apex between the number 2 and 3 receiver here on the Darter sideline. Different blitz dialed up with Travion Barnes. Quick hitter outside. Into coverage, goes for no gain. That's the way to play zone defense right there. Get pressure on the quarterback. He thinks he's hitting his hot read with the blitz coming off.
Yeah, they did a good job. Like I said, you know, Apopka's known to play that quarters defense. They already had, you widen the guy out, so you widen that outside guy already kind of buzz, as they say, to the flats. He's actually sitting there waiting on it, man. Again, it's going to be a defensive struggle tonight, Billy.
Kavion Nichols back to return the punt for the Blue Darters. Feet set at the 16-yard line. Angle kick away from him. Excellent bounce. He does pick it up at the 15. Dropped immediately by 5 in black. On the tackle, Zach Toby, the outstanding defensive back, only a junior. Toby comes in with 28 tackles on the season, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery. He's all over the place and mans that secondary for the Knights. You'll see Toby playing corner here tonight here on the Apopka sideline. They've got playmakers at each level. We featured Jaden Phillips at defensive end. Opposite him is number 7, Calvin Smith. Comes in with 46 tackles, leads the team with 23 tackles for loss. A penetrating front for defensive coordinator Buck Gurley. Apopka goes single wing.
Unbalanced here. You'll see how that works.
They typically run towards their sideline when they go to this set. Power play. Sticking it up in there. Ball is out, but he was already down. Ground cannot cause a fumble. Pick up a 4 on first down, setting up 2nd and 6, just inside the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter.
You know, Billy, Apopka always has done a great job with formations. They've always done a great job with motions and shifts, and that's how they keep defenses off balance. Trust me, I know.
They put a lot of pressure on you in your weekly preparation leading up, and I want you to think about it. Ocoee just played last week. They had 1 day to prepare for this single wing offense of the Blue Darters. Counter with Quincy Frazier's going back inside. The 2 Apopka Blue Darter playmakers are 7, Keandre Jones, and 4, Quincy Frazier. They account for the majority of the yardage in the Blue Darter attack week in and week out. No gain on the pickup, sets up 3rd and 6, 6 minutes and 9 seconds and ticking here in the first quarter. And that's a difficult combination when you see Jaden Phillips and Calvin Smith lined up to the same side of the offense. They put a lot of pressure to one side here, coming off with a blitz showing as well from Rayshon Bienemy. Bienemy drops back into coverage. McLean with a great pass over his head beyond the sticks to Quincy Frazier, his 21st reception on the season. And Kyle, I want you to think about this. The Blue Darters have only completed 41 passes on the season. 21 of them have gone to Quincy Frazier.
He's got 50% of them, huh?
You've been a defensive coordinator in a state championship game. If you watch film of the Blue Darters and you see one receiver with over half the catches,
I can tell you right now, he's what we used to call it star coverage. Whoever their star receiver is, he's getting bracketed. So guess who's going to get bracketed? That young man. We're going to bracket him. We're going to have a guy underneath, a guy over the top. especially if he's catching 50% of the balls in passing situations. And we'll take our other 9 defenders and make sure we can stop the run.
We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast on the Varsity Sports Network. Our game is brought to you by D1 Dr. Phillips Training Center, located at 11444 South Apopka Vineland Road in Orlando. Drop by or give them a call at 407-554-5251. 5:46 stopped on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Blue Darters. Fake the jet sweep. Keandre Jones back in on counter. Somebody lost their helmet.
Yeah, he just missed the hole. If he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, he dropped down to the bottom of your screen, we'd probably be celebrating a touchdown right now. But he went forward, got behind his pads, as, of course, Apopka does, man. They get behind their pads and just drive forward. But it was a little gap right in there. If he would have saw that, man, it was wide open down here to the bottom of the screen. 2nd and 6.
Dylan Horn, the junior, do-it-all linebacker defensive end, has to take a snap off because it was his helmet coming off. 2nd and 6 for the Blue Darters. Ball near hash. Fake the counter back to the the press box sideline. Little bubble screen. And just like last week against the Lake Brantley Patriots, the Blue Darters are finding a way to get their skilled talent in space, making opposing defense tackle them one-on-one in space. And for the last 2 weeks, many, many home runs have been hit by the Blue Darters. They strike first with 4:52 remaining here in the first quarter.
You know, Billy, right there, what happened is, man, they actually unbalanced and they actually out formation of Ocoee and got an extra blocker on that side, and they left a defender here at the bottom of the screen. That one extra guy had to block, climbed up, and all he had to do was make that one guy miss, take off for the touchdown.
It's so important for the other receivers that are not involved in the quick screen to get involved with stop blocking. Apopka's Anthony Summerlin every week, 6'3", 170, does a nice job getting out in front and dominating outside linebackers and corners, allowing receivers to make those kind of plays, those home run plays that we just saw. Andrew Kennedy on for the extra point. The kick is up and good, and with 4:52 remaining in the first quarter, the Apopka Blue Darters strike first. Darters 7, Knights 0. We hope you're enjoying all the action here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Moss Acura is simply the best around, and this year our goal is to be the best Acura dealership in the nation. At Moss Acura, every vehicle features Moss Care, exclusive to Moss Acura. Moss Care provides added features and benefits to both protect and enhance your investment. Benefits such as lifetime oil changes, tire rotations, identity protection, and so much more. Plus, with all things being equal, our goal is to never lose your business over price with our best deal guarantee. Moss Acura, whatever it takes.
Max Muscle started all the way back in 1991 with the simple philosophy that we are consumers first.
We had a desire to make sure that whatever we made, we would take ourselves.
We love what we do. We were the first franchise system as a retailer to put certified nutrition coaches in every single store. We practice what we preach, we live it every day, and that shows through when we go into product development. We want to make sure the products that we're bringing to market are going to be products that are just as effective for you as they are for us.
The nicotine in vapes can affect your physical performance. Text Garrett to 44455 to hear his story. Brought to you by the Facts Now.
Hey everybody, Charlie Bales from CB Supplements here. We are your collagen company, specifically your multi-sourced collagen company. We're the first and only NSF certified multi-source collagen on the market. Our product helps athletes recover and strengthen their joints. But our product also has a bunch of other awesome benefits. It can help you sleep, it can decrease overall inflammation throughout your body, it can help you with your digestive system, and lastly, it can give you the hair, skin, and nails of the gods. Check us out on our website, cbsupplements.com, and follow us on all the socials at cbsupplements.
crazy. Oh, you are mine.
The prettiest sunset, Coach Hayes, right to our west over Lake Apopka. Beautiful skyline in the background for this district championship game. Winner gets the automatic playoff berth in 8A for the FHSAA state playoffs for a round 1 home game. Kennedy's kick is received just inside the 10-yard line. Tries to make one defender miss. Jeremiah Cadet out to about the 19-yard line, where Ocoee will come back out on offense. They've been out twice now, 3 and out both times. What do they have to change?
I always said this. We know what Apopka's going to do defensively, right? They kind of, their bread and butter is the quarters defense. You got to find ways to manipulate that and kind of create some confusion in their communication. Also, I don't know if you can get on the edge on Apopka. They can move. You got to find ways to maybe kind of gap scheme them and pull some guys so you can create a crease.
And correction, with the long run by Pierre Jr. on the last drive, they did pick up 1 first down and then went 3 and out immediately afterwards. So that is the 8th play on offense here in the first quarter. I like what they're doing. A little stick route with the number 3 receiver, an RPO action. You know Apopka's linebackers are keying on Pierre Jr. They fake inside with zone. Get that linebacker to step up and then hit it for a quick 4-yard gain, setting up 2nd and 6.
And again, Apopka's defense, as good as it is a more of a bend but don't break defense, right? Keep everything in front of them, make the tackle, let you inflict your own wounds. So as long as they give quarterback nice, easy passes like those, he'll be in perfect condition to keep the sticks moving. There go the flag.
Same play to the opposite side of the formation this time. Josiah Robinson, the senior will linebacker. Ball arrives, he arrives. Do not know what the penalty is.
He picked him up and slammed him kind of at the end once the forward progress was over. That's hard for me, man. I have to be honest with you, man. As long as you squirming, I'm squeezing. I'll tell you that right now. As long as you moving around, my thing is to try and finish it, right? Because, again, you're fighting. If I let you go, you can continue on to get yards. But I know it's all about the safety for the players, and I totally understand that. But it's hard once you're in that action.
With the penalty marched off, it will take the ball out to the 44-yard line of the Knights. Pierre Jr. dotting the I right behind Joyner. Inside this time, right into the teeth of that Blue Darter defense, led by senior Michael Spain and junior Caven Call. And I'd be remiss if I did not mention senior Troy Lee and senior Ymir Betancourt. That front four is about as stout as they come in Central Florida.
Yeah, we got us a dead ball call right here really late. Must be some jawing going on. I didn't really see any action, but it may have been a lot of verbal. It's hard to see from the sidelines in here especially. But
30 yards and penalties on back-to-back plays. Now has the ball spotted at the far hash at the Blue Darter 40-yard line with 3:39 on the clock here in the first quarter. Dual formation, H-back up top, 2 receivers here to the Darter sideline, outside zone play, and that's what Pierre, we saw him against Evans High School several weeks ago. He can stick his foot in the ground as soon as he sees daylight, insert quickly, and just like that picks up 6 yards.
Yeah, the funny thing, like you said, outside zone is just what it is, right? You want to kind of work yourself outside knowing you have a bend in there, but he does a great job.
You want over pursuit with the defense and then hit it back in behind, and as a running back, you want to be quicker than the backside pursuit.
Yeah, but he does a good job making a great L cut out of it. I mean, he just gets right down there and gets vertical.
Here, looking to make a play and spin out before the ball arrives. Dropped that time by Jeremiah Cadet. I like the play calling here on early downs, putting the ball in the air, keeping Apopka off balance instead of waiting until 3rd down to strike with a pass. The Knights come in this year only averaging 36 yards per game passing and 179 yards per game rushing. 215 yards is their average output weekly. They're going to have to eclipse that mark tonight if they want to take home a district championship.
Ball batted down on 3rd and 5. Quarterback was up under the center, and big Michael Spain Jr., who bats that ball down, man, because I think that was wide open to keep the chains moving. Now it's 4th and 5, 4-down territory. Too far for a field goal, too close for a punt. So I know Coach Shepard's going to probably push this and try and go for it. Really, a play-action play right here across the middle would be great right now because it's open in quarters.
Joyner was trying to hit Cadet on a quick 5-yard out, broken up by Michael Spain Jr. coming off his 5 technique off the near edge of the offensive line. Spain matched up against 51 for the Knights, DeAndre Scott. 4th and 5 with 3 minutes remaining. We're going to take a quick break here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Here at Chill Cryosauna, we help you chill out, literally. Using cryotherapy, this innovative treatment exposes the body to very cold temperatures, thus stimulating multiple health benefits, such as improving the speed of your recovery and your range of motion. Cryotherapy also can boost metabolism, as well as your immune system. And let's not forget, increase your strength while helping you eliminate pain. Here at Chill Cryosauna, we offer multiple services, including red light therapy and localized or whole body cryotherapy. A better, healthier you is just a phone call away. Call us now to book an appointment, and don't forget to ask about our membership programs.
Hey guys, this is Coach West here at D1 Training, Dr. Phillips. Nowadays, being a good athlete isn't enough to be successful in your sport. You gotta keep up with your speed training, your strength training, your skills training, making sure you're eating healthy, staying flexible, staying mobile, but most importantly, getting good grades. We gotta stay eligible enough to be out in the field to compete. When it comes to getting better, here at D1 Training, you pick the goal, we help you get there. Come in, let's get started.
School will soon be back in session, and Wildcat has the styles that will keep you in fashion. Brands like Lacoste, G-Star, Ocoee, and many more. We have great deals on name brand tees starting at $20, shorts at $30, and shoes as low as $34.99. Need some accessories to make your outfit pop? We've got hats and BB Simon belts. Make sure to use code 41 at checkout to receive a 10% discount. See you at the Wild Side.
Make That Shoe Store and More your locally owned and operated Orlando destination for footwear and apparel for both work and play. That Shoe Store and More's selection of functional, slip-resistant, and safety toe silhouettes to meet your needs with work brands such as Skechers, Fila, Dickies, Caterpillar, and DeWalt. On the play side, shop their classic collections from Champion Life and Fila Heritage, including retro Grant Hills and Mashburns and other custom curated buys to keep you unique. That Shoe Store and More. Check them out for their shoes and go back for the and more. ThatShoeStore.com.
Offsides by the Blue Darters allows Ocoee to pick up that 4th and 5 without snapping the ball. Ball down just inside the Blue Darter 30-yard line.
Right now, Ocoee has to find their rhythm, right? What's keeping them in it right now really is just penalties by Apopka Blue Darters.
Motion with a jet sweep. They fake it to him. Joyner pulls it back up inside. Backside pursuit all over that play for maybe a yard on the far hash. 2:45 and counting in the first quarter. Knights will employ 3 receivers here to the Blue Darter sideline for this second. Actually, no gain on first down. We hope you're enjoying all the sounds and sights of tonight's game. The Blue Darter Band, always one of the best bands in Central Florida. Just off to our left here to the press box.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Ocoee does from a coaching standpoint. How can they establish something, right? They have pass, they have some run, but they haven't established anything.
Speed option, but when you run that play, the quarterback has to draw defenders to him. He took one step, and it was a glorified sweep. Pierre Jr. struck immediately up top for no gain, setting up a 3rd and short 10.
Yeah, that was tough. It was the 1-2 quick, basically almost a quick pitch more than it was a speed option. Had the same feel, but didn't draw anybody to him to give his running back opportunity.
2-by-2 set, looking into the boundary, going for the home run.
Got him. Oh.
Had him open, ball nearly out of the back of the end zone on that 3rd and 10. Coach Shepard went for it on the last 4th down, on 4th and 5. What do you think he'll do right here?
You got to go for at least 10-plus yards on this in order to move the sticks, I can tell you that. And that opportunity, he could have actually, known his 4-down territory, you could have gotten some, and hopefully, you connected on a 4 or 5-yard pass, and hopefully get the first down that way. Now, you definitely have to throw it 10-plus yards in order to keep the sticks alive.
Austin Ware was the intended receiver, averaging 18 yards a catch this season. Joyner looking his way again. Elects to go to the flat, ball picked off by Andre Phillips, his first interception on the season. The Sam linebacker undercut the out route. Blue Darters get the Knights off the field. Andrew McLean will bring the Blue Darters back out on offense with 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Just that quick, ball is spotted into play. The official has blown the whistle. Blue Darters this time in a trip set here on the near sideline.
They got some big bodies at receiver, man.
Andrew McLean with a check with me, gets his call from his offensive coordinator, lets his entire offensive line know. Keandre Jones shifts offset left. Jones up inside, and look at him go. Dynamite in the open field, so difficult to bring down, can make moves, cutting on a dime. Blockers in front, Quincy Frazier with the decisive block. Jones all the way. That is a 77-yard touchdown run. No penalty on there is a penalty late inside the 5-yard line. Don't know if that's going to be an Ocoee ripping Quincy Frazier's helmet off as he was throwing the final block for Jones.
And the funny thing, Quincy Frazier outruns the entire play to give him the go-ahead block to score, man, but great vision. Great vision on that play, seeing it, setting it up, using his blockers, having patience, having speed, explosion. That play has everything. That's pretty number 1 play on his highlight tape, Billy.
Jones' previous long on the season was 58 yards. If this one holds, this one will go for 77. His 5th touchdown rushing on the season, if this is good.
Yeah, you want to know what made that play great while we're trying to find out what the penalty is. Back to formation, right? They put the big guys out there, and Ocoee's defense actually overcorrected. They overcorrected on the 3 wide receivers, left the box in a 5-man box, and they actually had 7. So therefore, you're outnumbered. Springs the young man loose for a 77-yard touchdown. Now, what happens in that point, I'm going to just kind of guess what's happening. Once a player's helmet comes off, he must stop playing immediately, and he continued to block after his helmet came off. He continued to block after his helmet came off. We got some guys calling it in the stands. But and so, therefore, that becomes a penalty at that point, unfortunately.
The penalty is called on Quincy Frazier. First down still. Ball spotted here on the near hash at the Knight 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Fake the motion. Jones back up inside. Makes the first defender miss. Feet still moving down inside the 5-yard line. Actually, it's number 2, Keyshawn Jones. They spell Keandre after the long run. Keandre's coming back out. How's that for a 1-2 punch? Jones and Jones.
I'm loving it, man. Look here. They let them know, and they're down to about the 4-yard, looks like about the 5 or 4-yard line from this vantage point, and we'll see.
Blue Darters in the single wing. Wildcat quarterback off the field. Here's all the shifting that they like to do. Unbalanced, only 2 men to the left of the center. Direct snap, quarterback lead up inside, 29 in white. Powers in for the 2nd touchdown of the game. Zeldrick Roberts, reserve running back in for the touchdown, putting the Darters up 13 with 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
Man, that formation is tough, Billy. Like I said, you're bringing all those guys from that side here, and you think about it, your defense is trying to figure out quickly what's happening to them, right? And by the time you figure it out, the running back is 6 yards in the end zone.
Old-fashioned isolation puts one blocker in front of the ball. Apopka just put 5 through the same gap.
5 of them through the same gap, and all you got to do is get behind those blue pants, man. Eventually, you hear the ref blow the whistle and his arms in the air.
It's hard to maintain gap integrity as a defense when you have 5 lead blockers in front of the quarterback carrying the ball. Kennedy's kick is up, and for the second time tonight, it is good. He connects, and with 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, that score is brought to you by Moss Nissan. Moss Nissan is simply the best around. During a time when many car dealers are experiencing serious inventory shortages, Moss Nissan provides itself on having the largest selection of new and pre-owned vehicles of any Nissan dealer in the area. And they make sure that every customer receives their best deal guarantee, which means receiving top dollar for your trade, the best financing rates available, and Moss Care, which provides added features and benefits to both enhance and protect your investment. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes.
When you're a star high school student athlete, you compete tirelessly on the court and in the classroom to achieve your one dream of playing in college. Top schools recruit you and even offer you a scholarship. Then senior year hits, and you find out that the class you took actually doesn't count. Your GPA is .25 off, or your SAT score is 10 points too low. All because your counselor, your coach, and your parents couldn't make sense of the rules. And by the time you find out, it was too late to catch up. Boom. Game over. Honest Game is the clear pathway for getting in. We automate the process so the student, the parent, the coach, the counselor, and the college all get real-time eligibility updates. With Honest Game, everyone knows what to do before it's too late. In the last 20 years, total athletic scholarship money has grown from $2.5 million to over $3 billion. With the NCAA on the verge of allowing student athletes to earn money on their likeness, recruits and college coaches will more than ever need to know their eligibility status. Learn more at honestgame.com and let the dream live on.
Hey guys, this is Coach David from D1 Training at Dr. Phillips. Here at D1, our services are designed and modified so that anyone can get results. Whether they're athletes or someone from the general population or someone who just wants to lose some weight. Our coaches are trained to correctly and safely guide you through exercises that will propel you towards your goal. So that being said, come on down to D1 Training at Dr. Phillips and let us help you reach your fitness goal.
There's not a lot of places you can go where exactly what they put on their signs is exactly what you get in your food. So many people think that the way I eat and the way I train and a lot of things I do in life are because of sports. I want to be as healthy 50 years from now because every day that God gives me, I want to make the most of that. Clean juice, healthy, fast, organic food.
Here in the first quarter. Ball received just inside the 5-yard line, brought out, trying to get across the field. So difficult to outrun the Blue Darters. Speed kills on kick coverage, and all 10 going down the field. Every single one of them in their own right is a gunner. They stay in their lanes. They make you be precise. If you can't hit a wedge, typically you cannot return the ball very far against Apopka High School. Yeah, Ocoee will come out starting with this next drive just outside their 15-yard line.
Yeah, they did a good job with the kicker kicking it away from knowing where they want to return it. They want to do a return right. He pins them all the way in the left, forcing that returner to try and go all the way across the field just to gain some yardage.
You're down 14 with 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. You go with your bread and butter up inside with Charles Pierre Jr. He is stuffed immediately. Unfortunately, an offensive lineman, 58 for the Knights, was folded backwards. Kenyel Carrasquillo, he is a defensive lineman going both ways tonight. Good to see him get back up because at initial contact, he was folded.
Yeah, those are ACL tears, man, and right there, just because for offensive line, you get rolled up like that because you're blocking.
Now, when you see Pierre Jr. spread out outside the tackle, are they giving away jet sweep right here, or are they going to roll the quarterback? They're trying to get him in front. That will be the last play of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of action here at Ocoee High School, the Apopka Blue Darters 14, the Ocoee Knights 0.
The best part of my job is helping people realize not only their dreams, but also their potential. My name is Dan LaForest, and I am a wealth advisor with Security Financial Management. No matter how good you may be at a skill, it's always important to have a coach to help you refine those skills and game plan for the next challenge. Helping clients realize the process will give them the confidence of knowing that we have taken the appropriate steps to protect themselves and their families.
Whether you're starting up a new company, face managing the affairs of a deceased loved one, or need assistance drafting a will or trust, finding the right attorney to help guide you on a journey can be daunting. Here at Pineda Law, we are here to help. Attorney Matt Pineda concentrates in estate planning, probate, business formation, and business law. Located in beautiful Heathrow, Florida, Pineda Law proudly serves Orange County and Seminole County. Contact Pineda Law for a free consultation.
A year like no other.
In 2021 or 2021,
they broke the glass.
Let's say a prayer. The Delta variant.
Biden is currently attending the G7 summit.
The ocean caught fire.
To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do.
The nicotine in vaping liquid can cause attention issues. Text Katya to 44455 to hear her story. Brought to you by the Facts Now.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
Already, 2nd and 10, gotta pick up at least 5 right here. The Knights cannot go 3 and out.
Yeah, it's tough, man, and I hate to say this, but there's no need to panic, right? It looks like
who's on the field. They know how important this play is. 8, Jaden Phillips, already back out on the field, and we're going to take a time out. Little miscommunication with the personnel group, both Jaden Phillips and Calvin Smith, both big defensive linemen in the formation here for this 2nd down play. We want to mention to you that this is the 15th game in this series. All time, Apopka has dominated it. It's 14 wins for the Blue Darters, no wins for the Knights. First game played against each other was back in 2005. The Knights program has come a long way since 2005. Coach Shepard here has the Knights on the cusp of a district championship, would be a first in program history. Pierre Jr., good stutter step. He's 1 tackle away from potentially taking that to the house. That is defensive tackle Troy Lee that runs Pierre Jr. down. I don't know if he ran him down. He had an angle on him. If Lee, the defensive tackle, is not working to attack the ball, that could have been a touchdown for the Knights. They go back with the same play, same cut. And there's one of the best linebackers in Florida, senior Travion Barnes. Comes into tonight with 37 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 pass breakup, 3 sacks. He can do it all and is the captain of that defense for Apopka High School.
Yeah, Coach, for a minute I thought they weren't going to punt this ball, man, but they're going on and punting it right now. To be honest, they're running out a little bit late. They've already set their ball to play. I already see the refs looking at their watch. Maybe they give them an opportunity, but they got to get those punt alerts ready if that's something you want to do. Again, you see in this series they decided to go back to their bread and butter of running the ball, bringing in the big bodies.
Kavion Nichols back at his own 40. Cannot get over. Excellent strategy to angle kick away from him because Nichols is capable of taking it to the house anytime he can field a punt cleanly. Apopka comes back out with excellent field position at their own 37-yard line with 10:42 remaining in the second quarter. We featured early in the game how aggressive, ball hawking the Knight defensive is. 11 interceptions, 8 fumble recoveries. You get the sense that they have to make a play right now, either on defense or in the special teams, to get themselves back in the game because their offense is struggling against this stiff Blue Darter defense.
Yeah, they got to find a way to flip the field, right? So Apopka's playing on a 50-yard field and Ocoee's playing on a 100-yard field. That's huge right there. Understand that every one of their drives has started pretty much right in midfield, and that right there can make this game a little lopsided. So something has to happen, whether it be a turnover or, the interception, a strip fumble, something like that in order to get this thing rolling.
Andrew McLean in an empty set, 5 wides, quick hitter out here to Quincy Frazier's his favorite target. Frazier's 22nd reception on the season, good for 8 yards. Easy pitch and catch for Andrew McLean. And when you go empty on offense, it really tips the defense. They have to show their hand. There's only so many coverages you can play in the secondary, and you really neutralize that aggressive defensive front because ball's out before they can get to McLean.
Yeah, I mean, only way that really becomes a problem is your front four just real powerhouse, man. But if not, if you can just hold them up for a half a second, you got so many opportunities on offense.
3-by-1 set this time. Jones inside. Same play he nearly scored on with that 77-yard run that was called back on the last series. Short pickup of 1, setting up a 3rd and 2. The Knights have a defender down. Looks like it's Dylan Horn. Needs to be stretched out. We're going to step away from the action and take a quick commercial break with 9:52 here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Moss Acura is simply the best around, and this year our goal is to be the best Acura dealership in the nation. At Moss Acura, every vehicle features Moss Care, exclusive to Moss Acura. Moss Care provides added features and benefits to both protect and enhance your investment. Benefits such as lifetime oil changes, tire rotations, identity protection, and so much more. Plus, with all things being equal, our goal is to never lose your business over price with our best deal guarantee. Moss Acura, whatever it takes.
When thinking about chiropractic care, many don't think about new technology. At 360 Chiropractic, our chiropractors specialize in the activator technique, a low-force treatment that distributes adjustments directly to the body. 360 Chiropractic is one of the few chiropractic clinics in the area that is fully certified and trained to use the activator method. We partner this method with other services like acupuncture, massage therapy, and rehabilitation. Contact 360 Chiropractic to learn more.
Here at Chill Cryosauna, we help you chill out, literally. Using cryotherapy, this innovative treatment exposes the body to very cold temperatures, thus stimulating multiple health benefits, such as improving the speed of your recovery and your range of motion. Cryotherapy also can boost metabolism, as well as your immune system. And let's not forget, increase your strength while helping you eliminate pain. Here at Chill Cryosauna, we offer multiple services, including red light therapy and localized or whole body cryotherapy. A better, healthier you is just a phone call away. Call us now to book an appointment, and don't forget to ask about our membership programs.
School will soon be back in session, and Wildcat has the styles that will keep you in fashion. Brands like Lacoste, G-Star, Ocoee, and many more. We have great deals on name brand tees starting at $20, shorts at $30, and shoes as low as $34.99. Need some accessories to make your outfit pop? We've got hats and BB Simon belts. Make sure to use code 41 at checkout to receive a 10% discount. See you at the Wild Side. Whether you're starting up a new company, face managing the affairs of a deceased loved one, or need assistance drafting a will or trust, finding the right attorney to help guide you on a journey can be daunting. Here at Pineda Law, we are here to help. Attorney Matt Pineda concentrates in estate planning, probate, business formation, and business law. Located in beautiful Heathrow, Florida, Pineda Law proudly serves Orange County and Seminole County. Contact Pineda Law for a free consultation.
Injured Knight down on the field. Able, good sign to get up and run off the field under his own power. The Darters did pick up a first down. So with 9:42 at their own 48-yard line, Andrew McLean takes a snap, quick pitch outside, this time to Keyshawn Jones. We've already seen how electrifying he can be, and just that quick with blockers out in front, another 8-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, man, they formation that deal, right? One thing I accept about the Apopka offense, they are using the formations. They're dictating to the defense what they want them to do. They bring in the big guys, put them out there in a trips formation, basically quick pitch out there, and let the young man do what he does in space, man.
Actually, a pickup of 9 sets up a 2nd and 1, 9:02 and counting on the clock. 3 receivers and an H-back, unbalanced again, this time to the Blue Darters sideline. Coach Shepard, defensive coordinator Buck Gurley do not like what they see. How often do you see a timeout by the defense on 2nd and 1?
Yeah, because I think with that unbalance, I think they showed earlier in the game, right? That's what killed them earlier, right? Got out formation, got outnumbered, outflanked, and then it hurt them big. So you don't typically see it, but I'd rather do it now and not get hurt for another, well, not 77-yard run.
It could be, and this game could be over. That's why he burned the timeout.
That's right, and it definitely could be out of hand right now. So you want to be able to get those things fixed. Hopefully you could have fixed those when you come off on the sideline as well.
Apopka came into tonight through the first 8 games in 2021, averaging only 205 yards of total offense per game. They average 154 on the ground and 51 through the air. They've only eclipsed 100 yards passing once this season, and that was a week 1 blowout against a Colonial High School team, 47-0. And they've only rushed for over 200 yards once, a week 3 victory over Dr. Phillips. And yet, as the season continues to wear on, they're kind of an enigma. They're mysterious. Each year, as the season wears on, they get better on offense. And going into the playoffs, they look completely different than what they did during the regular season typically.
Yeah, it's funny, man, how they do that. But I think one thing their coaching staff does a great job with, what they call self-scout, meaning that as you go through this game, they scout not only their opponent but themselves. Find out what it is that they do well and start capitalizing on that. So by the time you get to the playoffs, we know what our playbook looks like.
It was similar last year. They struggled to move the ball consistently last year during the regular season, and then the playoffs came, and it was an explosion of points until they ran into the eventual state champion, the Sanford Seminoles. And they led for most of that regional championship game at home before Superman, Timmy McLean, finally said to his Seminole teammates, we're not losing this game. And he put the eventual state champion on his shoulders in that fourth quarter and willed his visiting team over at Apopka High School that night to victory. 7:48 and counting, another 2nd and 5. On this drive, they are continually in front of the chain. So easy to call plays. H-back up top. Keandre Jones offset to McLean's right. Anthony Summerlin split here into the Darters boundary. Quick little curl route to Summerlin. Another first down. Forward progress marked down to the 23-yard line. Simple pass plays. Off coverage, capitalizing on the secondary looks that they're receiving.
Yeah, I have to say Apopka's doing a great job calling this in the sense of keeping Ocoee off balance, right? Think about it from the formation standpoint. They're overloading it. They're running the student body left, student body right, up the middle. Now they're coming out with that same look and then giving you the off-coverage passes.
Breaking tendencies like you indicated. Summerlin's only his third reception on the season. Fake the jet sweep. Seen this a couple times tonight, and that is junior Keandre Jones looking for safeties to barrel through. He wasn't looking to avoid them. He was looking to pinball off of them down inside the 15, just outside the 10-yard line here on the near hash with 6:49 and counting on the clock. Physical running back.
And actually, they're keeping Jaden Phillips, the top defensive lineman, Tennessee commit, out of this by moving off tackle. It'll be interesting to see if they move him kind of to a defensive end based on the strength come the second half.
Power play to the right. Quarterback, they fake the quick pitch that they've had success on, hoping to get the linebackers overflowing. Stuffed inside by Calvin Smith.
The quarterback indicated, he's tapping his chest saying, my fault, my fault. It may have been a read play where he's supposed to have given it, and he decided to keep it. So I'm not sure if that's necessarily in their arsenal, but if you would have gave that, it might have been a touchdown right now.
Pickup of 1 yard. Got to give credit to the Blue Darters up front, led by left tackle, 6'6", 290-pound junior Ty Ray. Demetrius Hall at the left guard. Jonah Mitchell at center. Chase Wright at right guard. Dyson Hurlbert at the right tackle. Quick hitter inside. If the linebacker had seen that, he would have intercepted it. Eyes on the receiver instead of the ball. Ball actually hit him. That was Josh Singh in coverage. The team leader in tackles coming into tonight with 57 tackles. 3rd and 9 with 5:42 remaining here in the first half. Blue Darters 14. Knights 0.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
Third and 9 here, just inside the Ocoee 10-yard line. 22 in motion. They lose. A little whirl action. Everybody goes with the motion. Keandre Jones runs the rail route out of the backfield. His 10th reception on the season and his 3rd receiving touchdown puts the Darters up 20 with 5:36. A well-designed play. Get everybody's eyes flowing with the jet sweep action. He's the outlet check down in the flat to the far sideline. Receivers up top run the slant to the middle to take defenders with them. Jones, very sly, slips out of the backfield. Another brilliant play call to attack the defense that Ocoee is running tonight here in the second quarter.
Those plays, the way those plays are designed, right? Most times when you play action to somebody, they're pretty much lost in the play. You don't think you're going to go back to them. So you're looking for who is the guy that they faked it from. Believe it or not, they faked that with him. He takes that on and does a wheel route, as you call it, the rail route, gets up the sideline, gets lost, and now he's lost in the shuffle because everybody else is covering that guy. And then there you go, wide open Blue Darter sitting there for the touchdown to put him up with the field goal, 21-0.
With the extra point, Kennedy is now 17 for 22 on the season with point after attempts. Darters came in 6-2, a 47-0 victory in week 1 over Colonial. And a great game that we had here on Varsity Sports Network in week 2, a 13-0 dismantling of one of the better teams in Central Florida, the West Orange Warriors, West Orange was held to less than 87 yards that night by this Blue Darter defense. Week 3 victory, 28-14 for the Darters over Dr. Phillips before they ran into a very difficult. We had that game. They lost 16-7 to Edgewater High School. Followed that up with a 20-6 win over Evans, and then traveled down in a great battle. Coach Rolson wants to prepare his team for the playoffs. He knows he's going to have to play in hostile environments. There are few high school environments like the Lakeland Dreadnought program down there. Great game before the Blue Darters succumbed 20-17 late in that game. The last 2 weeks, a combined blowout, 85-3 over West Point and Lake Brantley. They are clicking on offense right here at the end of the season. This is their final game in the regular season, and Kennedy, with that kickoff, reaches the end zone for his first touchback tonight. Everything going the Blue Darters' way here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like I say, if Ocoee needs to get through this game right now, get through this half, right? Don't let the Blue Darters score again, but they got to establish something on offense. Hate to say it, but the best play they've had so far has been the Blue Darters' penalties against them. I know Coach Shep, and he's done a great job with this team, so he's got to find a way in order to keep this thing rolling.
And I got to correct myself. This is not the Blue Darters' final regular season game. This is the final week of the regular season. I'm in the Friday night mode. I forgot it was Tuesday night. The Blue Darters will actually host crosstown rival the Wekiva Mustangs this Friday at Apopka High School for their 10th and final game of the regular season.
Yeah,
Ball outside that time for a pickup of about 5 with 5:21, tackled in bounds. Apopka's mindset on defense, Coach Rolson was the longtime defensive coordinator for Rick Darlington, and the mindset is don't give up big plays. Make high school teams drive the ball the length of the field against you, because few high school offenses can sustain long drives over the course of 4 quarters in terms of putting up consecutive drives against a fast physical defense. And he knows if he can limit the big play, he's willing to play in a phone booth or in a closet. Today's generation probably doesn't know what a phone booth is, but he's willing to play in a closet, tight games, because his team is physical and mentally prepared to win close games. They're built for the playoffs. They're built to play anywhere. And if they can limit the big play, they'll be in every game each season. That's the mindset for everybody in white on defense.
Yeah, like you said, Apopka plays defensively, everything in front of them, tackle everything downhill. And what they do is they count on you to inflict your own wounds by either penalty, drop balls, whatever the case may be, as well as playing good defense. But things like this, right? Boom, they nail you at the point of attack. Now actually a 2-yard loss, maybe a yard
That's
loss.
All you got
now
is
it's 3rd and 4.
That's all you got on that hit is boom. You would have been dancing any other week this season if you saw somebody get struck like that. And you got a boom.
Yeah, that would have been a poor little Timmy.
That's a hit.
Listen, that would have been a poor little Timmy moment in my book if you ask me. But I have to tell you this, Billy. I've split my pants on hits like that. I've been so excited.
Well, that's Jalen Joyner rethinking the idea. Next time he maybe gives it to Pierre Jr. on the flash fake. But he's right back at you. You got me the last play. I'm going to pick up the first down right now at 3:45. Great to see the senior quarterback come back after getting struck so hard by the linebackers of the Darters. Important first down. You have to believe Apopka cannot get their offense back out on the field if you're an Ocoee Knight fan before the half. If so, this game could be over at halftime.
Yeah, if they're going to run this ball the way they do. And, again, you got to be able to block outside as well. The option, they're not drawing the guys into him. It's 1-2 pitch. He's not drawing in those defensive guys.
Nicholson playing the will linebacker. He sees speed option his way. His responsibility is the pitch man, and he knows how to tackle. That's a 5-yard loss. You do not see Apopka miss tackles. Going deep this time. Excellent coverage. 19, Jordan Wright matched up against number 1, Alston Ware. Wright had such great positioning on that play. It looked like he was the intended receiver running step for step, hip for hip. Defensive coordinators can call it in phase. You can call it whatever you want. That was great coverage.
No, definitely, man. Call it great coverage. And what he had to end up doing, Ware had to end up becoming the DB on that play, breaking it up, because it would have been an interception, most definitely. You got motion from the top of your screen.
3rd and 15, looking into the boundary with the screen over Pierre Jr.'s head. stopping the clock with 2:57. Ocoee with no choice. They have to run the punt team on with 4th and 15. Kavion Nichols once again is the return man for the Blue Darters. Have not seen Apopka come off the edge. Find number 3 in white, Josiah Robinson. He can get there fast when he was close that time. Kavion Nichols elects, I love it. How many times all season have we seen when there's kick coverage in a return man's face, he opts to just let it land and it rolls 10 to 15 more yards, made a difficult catch. But because of his fair catch with 250, Apopka will have excellent field position compared to what would have been had he elected to let that ball land. They'll drive start here at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, man. Hey, the punter actually had an opportunity to get his acting on. He actually got touched. If he would have fell down, he probably would have drawn the flag because there was so many Blue Darters around him.
He would have qualified for an Oscar.
He would have qualified for an Oscar, but he might have got an opportunity out of that.
Grazed.
Hey, man, it's part of the game. You know what I mean? Hey, you got to do what you got to do to keep your team alive. And being down 21-0, nothing wrong with a little flopping to me in this case right now. Got to get my Knights going.
So I just want to know, did you teach your punters how to do that with personal?
Most definitely, just because of this situation.
Here he goes again. So difficult. He'll run 20 yards laterally just to get a corner. He'll cut back again before he's finally stopped by Calvin Smith at the 22-yard line. Another huge play. When he gets to the second level and into your secondary, he's a nightmare.
He's a nightmare. Listen, like I say, now you talk about phone booth. Can't tackle that dude in the phone booth if you ask me.
You can't touch him, let alone tackle him. Shifty.
A shifty guy. Hey, listen, those are the kind of guys you want, especially in open space, man.
Little Beastie Boys, he's crafty, okay?
He's crafty. I love it.
Andrew McLean looking for the quick hitch in the middle of the field. Good curl route. Drugged down finally at about the 4-yard line. 21 for the Darters on the reception. Nakai Martin. No, that can't be. 20, is that 22? Difficult to see here from the press box. It is Keandre Brown with a big catch and just that quick. Talk about high-powered offense. 2 plays driving almost the length of the field. And now they can do what they do best. They're in no hurry, 1 minute and 55 seconds. Keandre Jones up inside.
Oh, great cut,
Initial play design is stopped at the point of attack. He just cuts to his right. 2 yards for another score. And talk about a dagger right before halftime, putting the Darters up 27-0 with 1:47 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, those right there, those kind of plays actually, that hurts going into a half right there, right? Had a good punt, got it off, got it out their way, and you come right back in a big hit. And I have to say this, offensive line for the Blue Darters, the big dogs, blocking pretty well for the young man, even though he's got the vision, but they're creating the holes for him.
And as you indicated earlier, the play designs, they're keeping them off balance. Good mix between pass and run. They're not lopsided, primarily running the ball like they have for most of the season. Teams are loading the box to stop Jones because they have to. Open receivers in the middle of the field on the outside. And what's nice is it's just easy pitch and catch. These are high percentage passes that have the Darters up 4 touchdowns at this point. That score, once again, is brought to you by Moss Nissan. Simply the best around. During a time when many car dealers are experiencing serious inventory shortages, Moss Nissan prides itself on having the largest selection of new and pre-owned vehicles of any Nissan dealer in the area. They provide excellent service, which means receiving top dollar for your trade, the best financing rates available, and Moss Care. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes.
Ocoee right now definitely has to get a kickoff return, man. They got to get a spark going right now. You know, they've come out, they've been a little flat. They're actually trying to find something right now. You can see Coach Shep, they're trying to get something going, whether it's the pass, the deep one up the sideline, if it's the short bubble screens, if it's the run game with the running back. They're bringing in the quarterback, kind of all over the place, but they got to get these things rolling, and you're getting ready to go into a half in a minute and 47 seconds. So right now, if you don't get a big spark from this kick return, you got to go ahead and go into the half, get your wits from under you. Apopka's going to come out and get the ball in the second half. Stop them on there and try and get this thing going so you can try and win you first district title.
The
for Coach Shep.
trouble, Kyle, if you're an Ocoee Knight fan, is this. Charles Pierre Jr., your outstanding senior tailback, he accounts for 53% of the offensive production on the season in 2021. Ball dropped initially, is brought out, not able to reach his own 15-yard line. But I want to get back to this point. Pierre Jr. accounts for 53% of the total offensive output on the season. He has and has accounted for 1,006 all-purpose yards. The next closest Knight is senior quarterback Jalen Joyner with only 326 yards. This is a run-first, run-heavily dominated football team offensively. And they're going right into the strength of the Blue Darters. Can you change 9 games into the season when your MO is we're going to pound on the ground with our senior tailback?
I can tell you this. You can still pound this ball out. There's a lot of football left. Just as fast as Apopka scored those 4 touchdowns in the first half, Ocoee can do the same. They just have to find out how to do it. You understand? You got to be creative in your run game. I'm just being honest. It's not going to be an easy feat, but you have to be creative. You can't just come out there, like I said, and just line up and play. Apopka's too good for that. But if you start doing it with some gap scheme, pulling guys, wrapping it around formational, and again, I don't know if that's in their arsenal, you can kind of maybe mix them up a little bit, but it'll be tough.
6-man in the box, pressure in Joyner's face, forces the long throw. Had to get rid of it before he wanted to. Once again, Jordan Wright in coverage. And I want to share this with everybody at home. Jordan Wright, a junior corner for Apopka High School. His brother is Jonathan Wright, the wide receiver. He has an older brother that's a senior for the Knights down there on the field. 6 in black, Jonathan Wright. 19 in white, Jordan Wright. Somebody's going home happy tonight in the Wright household. Someone's going home frustrated.
Definitely, man. You got your holding call right there at 3rd and 7. Again, that's going to hurt. That's going to put you back 10 yards from there. So now to be 3rd and approximately 17. I mean, they're digging a hole in for themselves right now. Just get out, live to see another day and a half. Hopefully you can punt this off, ground this thing out, make some adjustments at halftime, and see how you can fare come when the clock is all 0, Bill.
3rd and 7 after the penalty.
They declined it.
They declined it, so it'll be 4th and 6. Apopka wants the ball back. 48 seconds on the clock and winding. If Coach Rolston wants to, barring a long punt return, he'll have time for maybe 2 plays in Ocoee territory. Kenyon Nichols with his feet at his own 40-yard line. Coach Shepard is going to burn as much time as he can. 2 more defenders coming out on the field, kick coverage guys, including senior Jaden Phillips, the captain. Now he's run off to the side. 12 seconds on the clock. They're counting down from the back judge. The delay of game comes out with 8 seconds. I don't think Coach Shepard is too concerned about that 5 yards.
He called a timeout. He called it right before the flag came out.
He did get the timeout. You're right. And with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half, Blue Darters 28, Knights 0 here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Max Muscle started all the way back in 1991 with the simple philosophy that we are consumers first. We had a desire to make sure that whatever we made, we would take ourselves. We love what we do. We were the first franchise system as a retailer to put certified nutrition coaches in every single store. We practice what we preach, we live it every day, and that shows through when we go into product development. We want to make sure the products that we're bringing to market are going to be products that are just as effective for you as they are for us.
Welcome back for the final 8 seconds here at Ocoee High School in the first half. We hope you're enjoying all the action here on the Varsity Sports Network. We enjoy bringing it to you each week. Darters go after it. Could not get it, but it is a short punt. Time expired as it was touched. Both teams will head for the locker room. This will be the final play of the second quarter. We want you to know that halftime is brought to you by vaccines.gov. Good news, you can now get an FDA-approved COVID vaccine. Find free vaccines at vaccine.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Before we cut away with a break, Kyle,
yes,
I just want your thoughts right now. Darters up 4 touchdowns as we head to the half. What has to happen in this district championship game for Ocoee to jump back into this ball game?
First of all, Coach Shep has got to get his young men, right? I've been in these. Coach Shep has to get his young men back into this game mentally, right? Right now they feel like they're defeated and they got a half of football to play. They have to get their minds back into this coaching side. They got to go in there and find the game plan. They have these huddle things now where they can look at these deals, find out what the weaknesses, not many weaknesses, but every defense does have a weakness. Find a way to exploit that, but keep the young men's mind in the game and let them know we still got to fight until the clock hits 0.
For the 8 opponents of the Blue Darters this year watching tonight's broadcast, they're probably thinking right now, easier said than done.
Always.
We're going to take a break here at the intermission. We'll be back shortly to bring you the second half of this district championship contest here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
Hi, come on in. Here at Chill Cryo Sauna, we help you chill out, literally. Using cryotherapy, this innovative treatment exposes the body to very cold temperatures, thus stimulating multiple health benefits, such as improving the speed of your recovery and your range of motion. Cryotherapy also can boost metabolism, as well as your immune system. And let's not forget, increase your strength while helping you eliminate pain. Here at Chill Cryo Sauna, we offer multiple services, including red light therapy and localized or whole body cryotherapy. A better, healthier you is just a phone call away. Call us now to book an appointment, and don't forget to ask about our membership programs.
Nissan is simply the best around when it comes to selling or trading your vehicle. Right from the comfort of your home, office, or even your cell phone, you can get top dollar for your vehicle in seconds. Just visit us online, enter your current vehicle's license plate number, VIN number, or year, make, and model, and receive top dollar in seconds. We'll even come to you with a check in hand. It's that simple. Turn your car into a pile of cash today. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes.
Hey everybody, Charlie Bales from CB Supplements here. We are your collagen company, specifically your multi-sourced collagen company. We're the first and only NSF certified multi-source collagen on the market. Our product helps athletes recover and strengthen their joints. But our product also has a bunch of other awesome benefits. It can help you sleep, it can decrease overall inflammation throughout your body, it can help you with your digestive system, and lastly, it can give you the hair, skin, and nails of the gods. Check us out on our website, cbsupplements.com, and follow us on all the socials at CB Supplements.
and we start the second half kickoff with the Darters bringing it out close to their own 44-yard line. Joined on the broadcast once again here tonight in the booth, my partner for 2021, former Orlando area head coach Kyle Hayes. 28-0 in the Darters locker room. You can bet the discussion was running clock. We have another game on Friday against the Ocoee Mustangs. Let's get out of here as fast as we can and healthy.
Yeah, one more score as high school rule is, 35-0 in the second half. Starts a running clock, nothing stops it but timeouts and quarter change or injury.
Darters come out, two receivers here on the near sideline. Same play they ran earlier. They shift. It worked early. Adjustment made by Buck Gurley and Coach Shepard on the far sideline. They seen that play. It worked for a huge 9-yard run in the first half on a first down. Stuffed that time for a 6-yard loss. Good start to the third quarter on defense. As we said in the first half, they have to make a play. They need a turnover. They need a scoop and score. They need a pick six. They need something to energize their sideline. Extremely quiet. All the enthusiasm is right here on our sideline. We're in the booth. The booth is on the visiting sideline here at Ocoee High School. Pressure in McLean's face.
He's out. He got out.
Jaden Phillips could not get him on the ground. Houdini, but
there goes your interception.
McLean trying to make a play, forces a pass, picked off by number 20, intercepted by Jaquez Cooks.
I have to say this amazing play by the quarterback to keep it alive. All he had to do is throw it out of bounds. He tries to throw it inbounds and gets intercepted. This is exactly what you were just talking about, Billy. You got to get a spark. This is the first time that the Ocoee Knights have started their drive on the other side of the 50-yard line. So hopefully this starts a spark for the great comeback, huh?
McLean's third interception on the season will allow Ocoee to start at the Blue Darter 41-yard line here near hash. Knights come out in 10 personnel, doubles on both sides. Pierre Jr. up inside. Jalen Joyner with the fake. Pulls it off the right side for a pickup of 4 before he's tackled.
Yeah, great read right there, right? He could have given that ball, but he decides to pull it. But those doggone Blue Darters know how to close ground fast, man. They close that window really quickly.
That tackle made by Sam linebacker Andre Phillips, an outstanding box player. Pass a little bit low. Travion Barnes trying to get the deflection just out of his reach. Sets up a 3rd and 6 with 10:29 stopped on the clock in the third quarter.
Yeah, they got to convert this, man. If you want to mount this comeback, you got to convert this third down, or at least got to get some points on the board. Do what got you there.
Is this 4-down territory?
Definitely.
Apopka with a blitz. Looked like they were offsides. Ball deflected, picked off in mid-stride. Is that Travion Barnes? The Mike linebacker takes it back. There is no flag on the field. Looked like Kavian Nichols was in the neutral zone prematurely. Was not called. And just that fast, the defense gets a score. Travion Barnes with his first interception in 2021. He'll remember that one for a long time as he takes it back 60 yards, putting the Darters up 34-0.
All I can say is wow. The Apopka Blue Darter defense never disappoints. You know, like I said, they keep everything in front of them. They got a batted ball as a tip ball. They convert to the ball. And that's one thing Apopka has always done, get to the football. Regardless if you run past, they get to the football. And now it goes to show that it pays off for them, man. And with this kick made right here, you will continue start your running clock. And literally, we'll be out of here in about 25 minutes.
Barnes nearly intercepted the play before that. Comes back on the very next play with a huddle highlight film for his senior year. Darters now up 35-0. And just like every score in 2021, Travion Barnes' touchdown is brought to you by Moss Nissan. Moss Nissan is simply the best around. During a time when many car dealers are experiencing serious inventory shortages, Moss Nissan provides excellent service and prides itself on having the largest selection of new and pre-owned vehicles of any Nissan dealer in the area. And they make sure that every customer receives their best deal guarantee. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes. You know, we've got a monitor here in the booth that we can see the play at, but if we just look down to our right, Apopka has a 60-inch smartboard, crystal clear, the advantages of technology and how high school teams can incorporate that into their in-game coaching adjustments.
You know, it's funny, Billy, the only thing I used to get on the sideline was a face full of sunflower seeds from my coach. These guys got a 60-inch screen. Hayes, why did you miss the tackle? And a face full of sunflower seeds. Now, these guys got a 60-inch smartboard, instant replay. God, you can't do nothing but be a better football player with this technology.
And neat to see Nakai Martinez, the UCF commit, injured in week 1 against Colonial High School. A captain here for Apopka High School, the Blue Darters program, 3-year starter and a mainstay in the secondary of that defense. Apopka added an unpaid coach with his knee injury. He's missed his senior year, rehabbing, getting ready to join a really promising Central Florida recruiting class.
Yeah, man.
The Henderson twins, 2 secondary. That's going to be a tough Central Florida secondary. The 2 Henderson twins that helped lead Sanford Seminole High School to a state championship last year. One plays safety, one plays corner. Martinez can play both. Gus Malzahn going into his backyard and pulling out top defensive backs in the Central Florida area.
Yeah, man. And it's, you know what's amazing about those Henderson twins? They were highly, highly, highly recruited. Everybody wanted them, but guess what? Gus Malzahn said, we get our backyard. Literally, we're going to get our backyard back. And he started with 2 of the top players here in Central Florida.
And they are equally talented on the basketball court as well. And they made it known early in the recruiting process that they were a package deal.
Yeah. I don't know how much that telepathy and all of this stuff with the twins, I don't know how that works, but I think it's real because I actually knew some twins and they say, hey, man, I know what my brother's thinking. So that's awesome. I think that's how they get away with it on the field, too. What do you think, Billy?
I'm thinking it's a bubble screen quick right now to the flat, back to the action. Charles Pierre Jr. spread out of the backfield. Pickup of 5. I do not know the Henderson twins personally, so I don't want to speculate on what they're thinking or any twin telepathic powers that they might have. So I'm not going to speak. Mama taught me a long time ago, if you're not knowledgeable on something, don't talk about it. So with that run, it sets up a 3rd and 1 for Ocoee High School. 6:37 on the clock and counting. I want to give a special shout out tonight to Jacob Smith. He's a senior here at Ocoee High School. He's the president of the Sports Broadcasting Club. Wants to potentially study either broadcasting or meteorology next year at Florida State University. Johnny on the spot giving us insight into the Ocoee Night program. We appreciate all his contributions this evening.
No, that's awesome, man. Great job. And we talk about that all the time, man. Football and sport in general, there's so many other jobs in it behind the actual or off the court of the field. So great job. Big shout out to him for that.
1st and 10. We are going to take a water break with 5:55 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Darters 35, Knight 0 here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Statewide coverage from the Panhandle to Central Florida to Broward and Miami-Dade, down to the Keys. All 22 sports, from football, girls and boys basketball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, even swimming and track. Shows and live streaming broadcasts on various spectrums. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and on demand. 24/7, 7 days a week. Only on BSN.
Oh, this world's a little
the nicotine in vapes can affect your physical performance. Text Garrett to 44455 to hear his story. Brought to you by the Facts Now.
Hey guys, it's Coach Fran with D1 Training Dr. Phillips. I just wanted to let all you football players know that football is a very high energy game, fast paced. You not only need to be strong, but you also need to be powerful and agile. Here at D1 Training Dr. Phillips, we got everything you need from bands to chains to sleds to get you as strong and as powerful as possible. I see you athletes working. Let's keep getting after it. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
There's not a lot of places you can go where exactly what they put on their signs is exactly what you get in your food. So many people think that the way I eat and the way I train and a lot of things I do in life are because of sports. I want to be as healthy 50 years from now because every day that God gives me, I want to make the most of that.
Clean juice, healthy, fast, organic food.
Hello, Tampa Bay. Is your vision affecting your hobbies and lifestyle? From cataract surgery to LASIK to complete eye exams, Newsom Eye is here to make sure you experience your best vision to match your lifestyle. For 20 years, thousands of people like you have chosen better vision with Newsom Eye. Now, it's your turn. To ensure you have access to the best eye care, Newsom Eye is excited to announce the opening of a new Pinellas County office location this fall. Visit newsomeye.com to schedule your appointment at one of our 4 convenient locations. Newsom Eye is proud to be an official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You deserve Newsom Eyes.
Here at the Athlete Recovery Room, you can count on us to help you in all your recovery needs. With passion and care, our team will assist you in improving your quality of life and becoming a healthier, happier athlete. We use various techniques, such as whole body cryotherapy and Normatec, to proactively address your recovery needs before you experience any issues or pain. We offer membership package deals starting as low as $79 a month. Head to our website and try cryotherapy and one additional service for $39. That's 52% off. Call now to speak to one of our specialists.
The best part of my job is helping people realize not only their dreams, but also their potential. My name is Dan LaForest, and I am a wealth advisor with Security Financial Management. No matter how good you may be at a skill, it's always important to have a coach to help you refine those skills and game plan for the next challenge. Helping clients realize the process will give them the confidence of knowing that we have taken the appropriate steps to protect themselves and their families.
We're back here at Ocoee High School, running clock with 5:50 and counting here in the third quarter. Charles Pierre Jr. resets behind Jalen Joyner. Flash fake inside, coming off the right side is the senior quarterback, tackled immediately in the backfield by Alexander Meredith, the 6'3", 210-pound reserve defensive tackle. Apopka with several subs on the field right now, letting some of their reserves get a little run here in the second half. 10 personnel. Fake the jet sweep, coming off the edge with pressure is Malik Nicholson. Forces Joyner up into the pocket where he's engulfed by the rest of the interior defensive linemen. Short pickup sets up a third in what appears to be 9 yards, under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's tough right now, and I know Coach Shep and that program has been through a lot. I know they've had some players that passed away. A lot of things have happened, but he's kept the team together. I have to say that he's got some top recruits in there. And like I said, they'll come back, and he's going to stay there, and he's going to get that thing going. But they have had a very good season this year.
High snap on third down disrupted the rhythm of that design play. Joyner still able to pick up about 7 yards, setting up a 4th and 2 just inside the Blue Darter 30-yard line. Ball spotted on the right hash here on the visiting sideline. The Knights have 3 receivers up top. Single receiver into the boundary is Jaquez Cooks, the senior receiver. Press coverage meeting Cooks in his face. Pierre motions out to that side. Knights now go to empty with Pierre Jr. in the slot. Joyner gets a look at the Blue Darters defense, elects to hit the inside hitch with the number 2 receiver. Enough for a first down, but ball is out, immediately picked up by the Darters defense. And for the second time in the last 5 minutes, the Blue Darters defense scores. That time on a scoop and score on the fumble.
Wow, that's huge right there. Like I said, those Darters know how to get to the football, man. He had the first down actually on the catch, but that's what happens in these situations. Young guys trying to fight for more yards than what they really need, not knowing where they are on the field, trying to extend the ball, and those things pop out. Couldn't really see it. We were blocked by our angle, but those things happen, man.
And that's Josiah Robinson, an outside linebacker. The last 2 touchdowns scored by linebackers. And how about the speed that those linebackers put on display?
Yeah, I thought the quarterback had him by the angle. He hit that nose button. He was gone.
Angle.
Yeah, he was gone.
That's a Sam linebacker outrunning the angle. Those would be 2 great legs of a 4x1 team at most high schools in Central Florida, and both of them line up at linebacker. Kennedy's point after attempt is good with 2:32 remaining here in the third quarter. Darters now up 42-0. We'd like to make a quick announcement. Vaping nicotine is extremely addictive. Did you know that using nicotine before you turn 25 can harm the parts of your brain that control attention, learning, mood, and impulse control? The fact is, teens are more sensitive to nicotine and feel dependent on nicotine sooner than adults. And many vapes today have high levels of nicotine, making it easy to become addicted. Learn more about vaping and its health effects at thefactsnow.com.
The nicotine in vaping liquid can cause attention issues. Text Katya to 44455 to hear her story. Brought to you by The Facts Now.
Lake Brantley High School each year, the week before spring break, they host a track meet. It's one of the top track meets every year. And they throw a fun event in. They let all the big guys, the throwers,
big man relays, yeah.
the shot put, they call it the dump truck relays.
Okay, I like it.
And it's for anybody that's not typically a sprinter. I'm going to tell you right now, if Apopka put their linebacking crew in it, they'd win it hands down.
Yeah, I see that sometimes. I watch YouTube here and there, and I see some of these big man relays, and I'm like, man, this shot putter can go, boy.
Well, Tyler Davis, the outstanding defensive tackle at Clemson University.
From Ocoee,
First time I ever saw him run, he was running the anchor leg in that race.
In the 4x1.
Ocoee was in 4th when he took the baton. By the time he finished, he was 10 meters ahead of everybody, and I looked at him and I said, who is that kid? He was only a junior at the time. And they were like, he's a defensive tackle. I said, that boy's going to make a lot of money the way he runs.
He definitely is. He's, like I say, a standout guy at Clemson. Big number 13 at defensive tackle.
It was nice to see him back out on the field against Florida State as he missed most of the action this season, messing up his elbow in that Week 1 contest against the Georgia Bulldogs. The Tiger defense had sorely missed him for much of this season, as he's one of the most dominating defensive interior tackles in all of college football.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He is very, very, very good. Looks like we got unsportsmanlike on the Blue Darters. Another 15-yard penalty. That's going to move it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a quarter change. I apologize.
The clock will expire as they're moving due to the running clock. So with 12 minutes remaining in this contest, the Darters easily cruising to another district championship here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Moss Nissan is simply the best around when it comes to selling or trading your vehicle. Right from the comfort of your home, office, or even your cell phone, you can get top dollar for your vehicle in seconds. Just visit us online, enter your current vehicle's license plate number, VIN number, or year, make, and model, and receive top dollar in seconds. We'll even come to you with a check in hand. It's that simple. Turn your car into a pile of cash today. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes.
Here at the Athlete Recovery Room, you can count on us to help you in all your recovery needs. With passion and care, our team will assist you in improving your quality of life and becoming a healthier, happier athlete. We use various techniques, such as whole body cryotherapy and Normatec, to proactively address your recovery needs before you experience any issues or pain. We offer membership package deals starting as low as $79 a month. Head to our website and try cryotherapy and one additional service for $39. That's 52% off. Call now to speak to one of our specialists.
Hey guys, it's Coach Fran with D1 Training Dr. Phillips. I just wanted to let all you football players know that football is a very high energy game, fast paced. You not only need to be strong, but you also need to be powerful and agile. Here at D1 Training Dr. Phillips, we got everything you need from bands to chains to sleds to get you as strong and as powerful as possible. I see you athletes working. Let's keep getting after it. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
We're back here to bring you the remaining action in the fourth quarter with a running clock. We're sorry, during commercial break, we couldn't bring you the first down. You didn't miss much as the Blue Darters stuffed it for no gain, setting up a 2nd and 10 with 11:31 left in this district championship contest. Jalen Joyner still in at quarterback. Hands the ball to Pierre Jr. on that outside stretch play. Once again, sticks the right foot in the ground and gets vertical in the B gap. Good pickup of about 4 yards. We'll set up a 3rd and 6. They fake it this time. Split zone action with Jaden Phillips coming across for the backside defensive end. Pierre Jr. just short of the marker by about 2 yards. Obviously, they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Coach Shepard does not want the Blue Darters with a shutout tonight. 10:30 on the clock and counting.
Yeah, they're going for it. Like I said, it's 4th and 2. Lay it all on the line. Go ahead and get your first to run the clock.
Hard count.
False start.
Had worked a couple of times tonight. That time, an Ocoee lineman, illegal procedure. Inside 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Clock still winding. Coach Shepard brings on the punt team now. Once again, Kavian Nichols back for the return. Setting up at the Blue Darter 35-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, they're now forced to punt this ball again. It is a running clock, so literally it'll be over in 10 minutes. But with the way Apopka is moving so fast and so dynamic, I mean, who knows what's going to happen because the Jones guys in that backfield are dynamic, man.
Had a chance to talk with junior running back Keandre Jones at the intermission. Asked him if he wanted to share anything on our broadcast with insight into how the first half went or how he was feeling. A very humble young man. His first response immediately was, I want to thank my teammates, my offensive line. Without them, I could not do what I've been able to do. We just need to stay together. You hear this all the time in the Blue Darter program. It's family. We just need to stick together and keep getting better every series.
Yeah. Well, we got the band back in action. You know, after halftime, they take third quarter off so they can eat and get watered up. But it's fourth quarter, and they back in action.
Well, with a running clock, they might only get one song here in the second half. Keyshawn Jones on the carry this time after the fake on the jet sweep. Keandre Brown coming across the quarterback's face. New quarterback in at this point for the Darters, Caleb Hicks, the junior. Hicks comes into tonight, 8 of 15 on the year, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Additionally, has carried the ball 20 times, averaging 2.4 yards per carry with 2 touchdowns on the ground. So getting the back up, a little run here late in this game. Got to have 2 quarterbacks ready to go when you enter into the playoffs. Seen this a couple of times tonight. Are we going to see quick pitch again? They've run it several times. They fake it this time. Little roll action with Hicks. Elects to tuck it and go. Short gain on second down, setting up a 3rd and 7. 7:58 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do here on this 3rd and long. Will they still try to run this deal and maybe punt? Or will they go ahead and try to take opportunity and throw it there on this simple pass and get them opportunity to go ahead and take this thing to the house? 7:42 and running on the clock as they come up on 3rd and 7. Would be interesting, Billy, to find out what they do right here from a run or pass standpoint.
They're going to put it in the air. Hard count, trying to get the Knights to jump. Disciplined up front. Signal is now out on the field. Little check with me call from the Blue Darter sideline. Inside 7:17 as this ball is snapped. I was wrong. Keyshawn Jones on the short carry inside. Pickup of maybe 1, setting up 4th and 6. Blue Darters punt team for one of the few times since the first quarter coming back out onto the field. Kyle, we've got less than 7 minutes to go in our broadcast. We've had a great season here on the Varsity Sports Network. We hope you've enjoyed all the action. Great games throughout the season, beginning with an incredible matchup in the Kickoff Classic at Jones High School featuring Jones versus Seminole High School. And it just seems with each passing week, the games have gotten only better. And we've been privileged to bring all the action to you each week, not only in football, but also basketball on the Varsity Sports Network. We hope you continue to stay tuned in. We're setting up our schedule right now for basketball season. Soccer, baseball, a lot of great sports upcoming where we can feature the top talent, not only in Central Florida, but in some sports across the country. That's how talented our backyard is here in the Varsity Sports Network. So appreciative of our relationship with Orange County Public Schools. Athletic Director Doug Patterson in the arrangement that we have been able to create, the partnership to feature all the great things happening on the campuses across Orange County Public Schools, one of the largest school districts in the entire nation. We will conclude our broadcast season this Friday night in the oldest rivalry in the Orlando area. The 2 first high schools, Edgewater High School, led by Cam Duke, will travel over to Delaney Park on the other side of I-4 and take on Andy Johnson's Boone Braves in the Battle of the Barrel. If you've never tuned in to watch that rivalry, you will see 2 schools that dislike each other greatly when it comes to the battle for the barrel. Edgewater leads that series all time. But a great broadcast we have to close out the 2021 regular season. We will not be broadcasting any playoff games, if you're wondering, due to not having the rights with the FHSAA. But we will be back with more football action later when it comes to the bowl season, leading up to the Cure Classic Combine and the Cure Classic Showcase. We got a great format this year when it comes to the Cure Classic Showcase. In the past, that game has pitted the top talent in the Orlando area from Orange County against other talent from neighboring counties. This year, we're going to showcase a draft. All the names will go in, highlighted by longtime area coaches. Phil Ziegler, an assistant at Timber Creek High School, one of the winningest coaches in the Orlando area. Another longtime coach in the Orlando area, David Langdon, the athletic director at Trinity Prep and defensive coordinator also in the Saint program. Ziegler and Langdon with the top talent on display. Can't wait to bring you that contest, that showcase for college recruiters as we move towards the Christmas season. Inside 4 minutes and 20 seconds here at Ocoee High School. A festive atmosphere here on the visiting sideline. Everybody on their feet. Ocoee does have the ball third down. Ooh. Joyner, under intense pressure, stood up in the middle of the field and dropped for a sack. A 2-yard loss, setting up fourth. And a long 7. Actually, 4th and 8. The Knights can pick up a first down inside the Blue Darter 5-yard line. 3:43 on the clock on this 4th down play. Joyner looking to his right, forces the ball on a slant into tight coverage, just no place. Trying to get the ball to Austin Ware, just no place. Bracket coverage, linebacker underneath, corner over the top. Joyner could not get that pass in there, and that was the best scoring chance on the evening for Ocoee.
Yeah, they actually had an opportunity way back when Apopka went to punt the ball. The punter actually fielded the ball on a knee, so therefore that ball was immediately down. Therefore, Ocoee got the ball with opportunity to score, and unfortunately, they fall a little bit short. So I think you're going to see about 2, maybe 3 runs, and this ball game will be over, Billy.
2:52 and counting. Caleb Hicks takes his second series at quarterback, fakes the outside jet sweep, takes it off tackle to his right for a short pickup. Most importantly for Coach Rolson, he just wants to protect the ball, keep the clock turning, and get out of here with another district championship. But when you're in the Apopka High School football program, it's not about district championships. It's about regional championships and state championships. The district championship is just one stepping stone to receive the automatic bid. They are in Region 1 in the state of Florida, which pits them in the same district as some of the top teams in the area, including their nemesis. They faced them the last 2 years in the state playoffs. Victorious 2 years ago, losing last year to Seminole High School. But something tells me the Lake Mary Rams, even though they lost to Seminole last week, don't count them out yet. A lot of great teams in Region 1. 1:41 left here on the clock here in the game.
Yeah, we'll find out here real quick, man, how those playoffs will go, man. I'll be very interested to see how those things turn out. I'll definitely be in the stands watching. How about you, Billy?
I will be definitely using our media press pass to go catch the top action in Central Florida. 1:17 on the clock. It was a must-win situation for Coach Shepard and the Ocoee Knights coming in tonight. They do not have, it appears, the RPI waiting to be able to make it into the top 8 seeds in Region 1 with a loss tonight. They do have one game remaining. They are on the road, and it doesn't get any easier. How many teams would like to say that on Tuesday night we'll play Apopka, and then on Friday night we'll take on the Jones Tigers? Elijah Williams and the Tigers will host this night team in downtown Orlando at 7 o'clock for kickoff on Friday night. The Knights will fall to 6-3 on the season. The Darters, with the victory tonight, will move to 7-2. Once again, Apopka will be hosting the Wekiva Mustangs at Apopka High School Friday night. Kickoff slated for 7 o'clock. 22 seconds. The Apopka coaching staff is waving the play off.
Yeah, they don't even have to run a play here.
They don't have to run a play. It looks like Caleb Hicks didn't get the message. He takes it and takes a knee. He did, obviously. With 7 seconds and ticking, that will be the final play tonight here at Ocoee High School. The Darters came in and did what was needed.
Yeah, definitely, man. They came in, and they basically were in control this entire game from the opening kickoff. You know, Ocoee couldn't field the ball properly, and the biggest thing about Ocoee, just could never find any rhythm when it came offensively and defensively for Ocoee, man. Apopka just, ran the ball, did what they do, used the formation to manipulate, and again, created huge, huge plays, man.
As the Apopka band celebrates with a fight song, the two teams shaking hands at midfield. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. On behalf of everyone associated with the Varsity Sports Network, our producer tonight with an outstanding job, Ontavius McCullough. We brought out the big guns. We had Bobby Latmore tonight, Dan LaForest here tonight. For my partner, Kyle Hayes, I'm Bill Daniel. We hope you've enjoyed the entire broadcast tonight, as well as the entire regular season in 2021. Don't forget the Battle for the Barrel, 7 o'clock at Boone High School here on the Varsity Sports Network this Friday night. That'll do it from Ocoee High School here this evening. Have a great evening, everyone.
Good night.
The nicotine in vapes can affect your physical performance. Text Garrett to 44455 to hear his story. Brought to you by the Facts Now.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
The nicotine in vaping liquid can cause attention issues. Text Katya to 44455 to hear her story. Brought to you by the Facts Now.
Hey guys, this is Coach David from D1 Training at Dr. Phillips. Here at D1, our services are designed and modified so that anyone can get results. Whether they're athletes or someone from the general population or someone who just wants to lose some weight. Our coaches are trained to correctly and safely guide you through exercises that will propel you towards your goal. So that being said, come on down to D1 Training at Dr. Phillips and let us help you reach your fitness goal.
Moss Nissan is simply the best around when it comes to selling or trading your vehicle. Right from the comfort of your home, office, or even your cell phone, you can get top dollar for your vehicle in seconds. Just visit us online, enter your current vehicle's license plate number, VIN number, or year, make, and model, and receive top dollar in seconds. We'll even come to you with a check in hand. It's that simple. Turn your car into a pile of cash today. Moss Nissan, whatever it takes.
The best part of my job is helping people realize not only their dreams, but also their potential. My name is Dan LaForest, and I am a wealth advisor with Security Financial Management. No matter how good you may be at a skill, it's always important to have a coach to help you refine those skills and game plan for the next challenge. Helping clients realize the process will give them the confidence of knowing that we have taken the appropriate steps to protect themselves and their families.